I knew my husband was hiding a huge secret, so I played dumb, but then for some reason he proudly confessed to it himself. It all started a few months after we brought our baby girl home. I was a tired, hormonal mess most days, but one thing that always lifted my spirits was this gorgeous little stuffed penguin our daughter had been gifted by my best friend. It was handmade, with a soft teal scarf, tiny knitted socks, and this perfect little smile stitched across its face. Every time I looked at it, I'd tell my husband, I wish I had one of these for myself, like adult-sized. I'd sleep with it. He'd laugh and roll his eyes, but I swear he always looked thoughtful afterward. About 2 weeks later, I noticed something strange. He randomly started taking trips to the craft store. I asked him what he was up to, and he gave the most suspicious answer ever. Just stuff. He's usually terrible at lying, but he was clearly trying really hard to keep this a secret. He even went out of his way to act normal. Too normal. Then came the next weird part. Every night after we got the baby to sleep, he started requesting quiet time. He said, I need like an hour after her bedtime, just for me. Please don't disturb me unless it's urgent. Now, I know some people might find that shady, but we've been together 7 years, and if there's one thing I do know about him, it's that he cannot keep secrets to save his life. So instead of getting suspicious, I got curious and waited. About 4 nights in, while he was in the spare room during his me time, the baby monitor suddenly pinged. I checked it, thinking maybe the baby had woken up, but she was sound asleep. What caught my attention was the small sliver of the hallway visible in the camera feed. That's when I saw it. My husband sneaking past the nursery with a big bundle of what looked like fabric. It was turquoise and fuzzy, and he was carrying it like it was a treasure chest. I leaned forward and squinted at the screen. He went into the kitchen, turned on a low lamp, and sat at the table. Then he pulled something from his hoodie pocket, a phone, and propped it up. He was watching a YouTube tutorial on how to sew stuffed animals. I clapped my hands over my mouth. He was making me a penguin. Not just any penguin, my own version of our daughter's favorite toy. The scarf was the same teal. The socks were different though. Little knitted stars. He was doing it all by hand. No machine. Just him, needle, and thread, hunched over like a giant, soft-hearted Frankenstein building something with love. I didn't say a word. Over the next week, I kept pretending I didn't notice anything. Every time he mentioned how tired he was or how his back hurt for no reason, I had to fight the urge to smile. He kept dropping hints. Stuff like, do you think penguins are still cute as adults? Or, if you had to name a penguin, what would you name it? He was dying to tell me. Then one night, while we were folding laundry together, he said, I don't think I'm good at surprises. I just looked at him and said, I think you're better than you think. He went quiet for a second, then stood up, walked to the closet, and pulled out a shoebox. I've been working on something. It's not done yet, but I'm too excited not to show you. He opened the lid. Inside was the most lopsided, endearing, and perfect handmade penguin I've ever seen. It was a little over a foot tall, soft as a cloud, with tiny uneven socks and a crooked teal scarf. One eye was slightly higher than the other. I burst out laughing and then immediately started crying. He looked nervous. It's dumb, right? I shook my head so fast. It's everything. I love it. You made me a best friend. He told me he'd been sneaking into the kitchen at night, practicing stitches and undoing them when they looked bad. He watched over 20 videos, tried 3 different stuffing types, and had even ordered a custom tag for the foot that read, for Mama Bird, from your penguin pal. We named him Waddles. Later that week, we made a date out of it. Went to the craft store and picked out material for a little matching bow tie for Waddles. Our baby even came along in the stroller and fell asleep while we debated between velvet and satin. Now, Waddles lives on my nightstand. He gets tucked in every night, next to my water bottle and phone charger. And sometimes, when I wake up at 3 a.m. to rock our daughter back to sleep, I glance at Waddles and smile, because I know I married the kind of man who'll spend 2 weeks learning how to sew just to make